Are you inspired to do more than one thing, more than one task? Are you wondering how can you do all of these things with so little time? You may feel like you don't have enough time to do all the things that you want to do. You may want to create content. You may want to be a YouTuber, right? Okay. You may want to learn a language or two, maybe even three. You may want to learn some additional skills on other things. You may want to draw, you may want to sell your art, you may want to sell online, from clothes to shoes. You want to do all of these things, but then something in your mind, for some reason, you feel overwhelmed just by thinking you want to do all of these things, but you feel that you're not able to. Well, here's the thing. Stop. Don't be dramatic. Don't overthink it. And just start doing the things that you want to do. Start doing the things that are interest to you. You'll find out your style and how you want to do things. If you're not much of an organizer, you could just go on and start. But if you feel that you are organized, you're an organizer, and you must have a plan, plan it out. See what activities that you want to do first. Then you go on from there. Now, some of the key things you can do is time yourself. Start factoring in how many minutes that you want to do that task. Factor in those things. Make a list. Keep record. When you do that, you'll be surprised on how many things you can do. Now, when you're doing each of these tasks, don't think about the next task, what you want to do next. Be all in that task. Do one task at a time. For example, you want to learn 3 languages, right? You want to learn you want to learn Spanish, Chinese, and Portuguese. You can divide those things up. Now, whichever you want to start with. Say you want to start with Chinese. Be all in learning Chinese within that time frame. Don't have your mind on Spanish and at the same time while you're learning Chinese. For one, you'll be overwhelmed, and you won't have enough energy to sustain. You won't be able to sustain your task. And that's the biggest clue. That's the biggest tip that you can do. Is prioritize which task you want to do. And there's power in writing things down and to jotting things down. Now, if you're a tech, you can speak a command into your phone or speak the command into your tablet. You can write notes onto your tablet, right? And then you can look at it. You can time yourself that way. For those that are tech savvy and they love technology. it's much more quicker. Those that are not as tech savvy, you could just write it down. It's okay. You're not in competition with anyone but yourself. You go at your own pace. That's the good news on doing the things on what you want to do and following your own aesthetic. You have choices, you have options. Pick the options that are best for you. Don't focus on how someone else is doing their task or doing whatever that they want to do. Be focused on you and do the task that you want and that you need. And don't let others try to down you because you're doing a task or a project or activity a certain way. For one, they're not you. And let them know that. Say to them, okay, that's fine. Appreciate your suggestion. But what works for you works for you. And what I do works for me. And they won't have no choice but to respect it. And if they don't, then you get from beyond them. Whether it's you gotta cut them off. Stay far away from those kind of people as possible, because that's a stumbling block. And truth be told, those people that are paying attention to you are jealous because they see the determination and they see the focus on how you're doing your task. And you make it look so effortlessly. And to them, it seems strange to them. And then at the same time, don't share with too many people like what you're doing and so many things that you're doing. Just do. And if you do decide to share because you're excited, right? Then you just share one thing to them, and if they're trying to dig, you're like, oh, you're doing too much. Let them know, and then you just nip that in the bud. So that was a sidebar. But yeah, like, just organize your time and you go at the same pace that you want. If you like what you're hearing, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. Now, you may seem a bit overwhelmed, but just start writing down. Just make a list. Whether electronically or or handwritten. When you do that, have fun with it. Tally mark, whether you want to tally mark it, check it. Each task that I complete, I like to put a check mark. And then I get on to the next task. But that's all I got for now. Again, share, comment, and subscribe.